If you've been following Bannerlord for the past 2 years, or 10, or whatever amount of time, then you'll know that October 25th is the planned exit from early access. Not only will the game release on consoles, but there will be a fat, juicy update for us PC players as well. Let's go over what we can expect from Taleworlds in a few weeks. First off, they wanted to make it clear the game will continue to be developed after the full release. I guess they've been reading the forums too much. We'll soon be able to equip banners to our formations, which will not only look nice, but also provide small bonuses to the troops in that formation. They're adding new crafting pieces for weapons that will add some cloth flair, but also change the look of troops in your group. Not only will this look better, but it'll be easier to tell which units are yours, which is hard to do at times without the UI above each troop. All towns in the game will have their own map. Currently, several towns have the exact same layout, but upon launch, each one will be unique. Hopefully, they also add more things to do inside each town as well. They're changing the AI's behavior in battle. Currently, they act like robots, seeking the fastest way to the target, pushing each other around. They call it binary. After launch, they'll look 360 degrees around them to assess the situation before pushing hard to get to the enemy, meaning they won't shove each other to get to the front. This will hopefully eliminate the hive mind AI that jitters into convulsions around the enemy like a rabid dog. There will be many NPCs in the game with added voice lines. Here's a sample.
I want to rub butter all over Dirther.
Whoops, wrong clip.
You probably are aware that I am Arzagos. I am not sure why you have sought me out, but know that my old life as an Imperial lapdog is over.
They're trying to implement the Steam Workshop by full release. This means mods will no longer need to be managed manually or with a janky third-party software, but through Steam directly. And for everyone's favorite, they're adding to the game trading cards. I can't wait to get my hands on the limited edition gold-foiled Dirther, or the Simp edition of Regea. Oh, and they'll also be adding some achievements, backgrounds, and emoticons. Achievement run guides coming soon. Unfortunately, that's all they have for the release date. I suspect a lot of their attention was spent on the console port, but they do have lots of plans after the full release. Let's go over what they've got cooking. Soon, we'll be able to take over parts of the town as a criminal, earning passive income. There will be complications from doing this, although they didn't give any indication as to what that means exactly, but if I had to guess, probably some RNG events to maintain control. Sally out missions will be added to the game. Currently, when you sally out, it's treated like a normal field battle. They'll be adding custom sally out scenarios where the defender will have a chance to destroy the enemy's siege equipment and then retreat back into the defenses. It sounds really cool, but let's wait and see how they implement it. They're looking to balance sieges a bit more in favor of the defenders. One such change is being able to push ladders off the walls even with people on them, causing them to fall to their injury or death. There will be tweaks to other combat systems, like being able to target specific enemy formations, like telling the cavalry to charge the enemy archers instead of the massive shield wall with spears, and placing companions into specific groups. Currently, you need to complete a master's degree in logic problem solving to get specific units separated using the filter system, so this would be a really nice change. One thing that I'm personally looking forward to is the planned succession. We will soon have the option to give up control of the kingdom and retire, passing the reins off to our carefully groomed children. Endgame stats will be added after you die, with stats such as how much influence you've accumulated, how many sieges, kills, things like that. I hope they give us an option to look at them before the game ends, because it's pretty rare to get to that point. There are several other changes they plan on making, such as redoing auto-resolve balance, adding more companion variety, different rating options, new settlement projects or buildings, new diplomatic options, in-battle atmosphere and weather, and several changes to the multiplayer like new classes, modes, and maps. And finally, they spoke briefly about their DLC policy. They don't have any DLC projects currently in production, and they said they wish to focus on the base game for the foreseeable future. If history means anything, I'm sure we can expect several DLCs from them in the future. Overall, the release changes sound nice, but don't really address any of the major issues that plague Bannerlord, like a lack of late game content. I had said in my review video that I was not expecting much from the release patch, so fortunately I had low expectations and it's paying dividends now. However, I am really happy to see some of the things that they're going to be focusing on after release. As I mentioned, I'm expecting big changes sometime next year, as it's very late into this year and implementing anything major would be a huge mistake on their end. Hang in there everyone, Bannerlord will get there with a little more patience. And until then, click on this video right here to see the Vercingetorix versus Julius Caesar campaign I have running on my second channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.